Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. It's been a while since I did one of these videos. I didn't even put on my samurai outfit, forgot the hat and the robe. But, actually, let me start over. Hello, everybody. My name is Timothy Levester McCallum. I am the author and the creator of the book series Samurai. I have released two books earlier this year, which was Samurai, The Three Sons, and Samurai Tales, Legend of the Great Black Bear. Three Sons is the start off for the series, and The Legend of the Great Black Bear is a prequel to The Three Sons. Both books I'm extremely proud of. It's been a lifelong dream for me to release these stories, and I'm happy that I wrote them. I'm happy that I got them out there, and I appreciate all the feedback, whether it be good or bad. I truly appreciate it. And to everyone who enjoyed the book, or everyone who read the book, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. But that's not why I'm here today. I'm here to share some news. So, I know some people asked me about this when the book was first released, but I am proud to say that I finally have Samurai, The Three Sons, and Samurai Tales, Legend of the Great Black Bear coming out in hard copy format sometime this week. I just had to do the work on Amazon and get it uploaded out there, and I'm just waiting for the official approval. But be sure to follow me on social media, and I'll be sure to let y'all know where you'll be able to get your own copy. I'm definitely going to get my own copy of both books. So, for those of you who want it, but just didn't get the book yet and on the fence, you'll be able to get a hard copy of both books this week, soon. Be on the lookout, right on Amazon. But anyway, other news, the next book in the series, which is titled Samurai, The Return of the Great Black Bear, and it picks up right where the Three Sons left off. And for those of you who didn't read the book yet, who don't want no spoilers or anything ruined for you the story, I understand. You might want a quick video now because I'm just going to be talking about it as if you already read the book and know what's going on. So, that was your warning. Spoiler warning right there. Boom. So anyway, Samurai, The Return of the Great Black Bear, is 70% almost done. If all goes according to plan, I will have it out early next year. But as of right now, it's going well. I've been really enjoying writing it. There's a host of new characters and locations and more enemies, and it's just amazing. I can't wait to get it out there to see what everyone thinks. But as I said, it picks up right where Three Sons left off, with the three brothers return to their hometown of Prospect to speak to their father and get his help during the Great War, and also his wisdom on the ultimate weapon. Now, like I just said, there's a host of new characters. You'll see the rest of the Trinity Army, which is the Savage Wolf and the Silver Rider, two cousins of the Three Sons, who, like I said, make up the rest of the Trinity Army. They were, in the first book, fighting off in the Badlands against Kraken, the Army of Knights, keeping them out of Shogun borders. But this book picks up right where they're doing right now, fighting the Krakens in the desert. We also get introduced in this book to the daughter of the Great Black Bear, Selena, who is pretty much a sage doing all the magic. There's a lot more magic in this new book and a lot more uses of the mana that I think is truly amazing. Like I said, I can't wait for y'all to picture for yourself and see what's going on. And for those of you who read the epilogue for Three Sons, that character also returns in this book. And it's a lot going on. So far, the book is already longer than both Three Sons and Legends of the Great Black Bear. And I'm proud of it. It's coming along quite nicely. Not only that, but you will get the book for this version, but I've also planned to release a map of the actual Great Continent so you have some context of when I'm putting names and location in the book of where things go along. Now, I'm not an artist myself. Well, I can't draw myself, but I drew a rough sketch map that I'm not going to show you because it's rough sketch. But I plan on having someone, fix it up, commission them, fix it up, that and release it with the book, so you'll actually be able to see the Great Continent and the cities, and get a general outlook on the location. As I said, there's more enemies, there's new characters, enemies alike. You'll see more of the main bad guy, Cortex Astaroth, the Lord of the Ninjas. You'll finally see the Knights from Kraken. And It's just a lot going on in the book. But shaping up well. All the characters return. The three sons return. And I guess as the title suggests, you will see an older version of the Great Black Bear. For those of you who read Legend of the Great Black Bear, you will see how he's developed over the years, the last 40 years or so. But it's all very exciting, and I can't wait to have it all done and released and out there in the world for everyone to see for themselves. So, let's be on the lookout, be a little patient with me, and this would be the second book of the series. The series should be a trilogy. It's going to be a trilogy. So, this would be the second part of the trilogy, and the book after it won't be the final part of the trilogy. It will actually be another prequel. It will be called Samurai Tales Rise of the Trinity. And you'll be seeing the start of the Trinity forces or when they first joined the army and fought in their first wars. But yeah, very, very exciting. That's pretty much all the samurai news that I have for you right now. As a thank you for following me and being part of this whole process, I think I'm going to actually read the first chapter from the new book coming out. Now, this chapter introduces the two characters I mentioned, the cousins of the three sons, the Savage Wolf and the Silver Rider. So, let's get to it. I got to move this out the way because it's blocking my laptop. Alright. It's kind of bright. Ooh. Alright. Bear with me. I didn't like reading in class while I was in school either. So, let's do it. Chapter 1. Enter the Wolf and the Rider. It is the first chapter for the next book, Samurai, The Return of the Great Black Bear. The battle rages on between Karakin and Shogun armies. They fight at the Savannah Oasis, a large oasis in the middle of the Badlands Desert. The oasis has a large body of crystal blue water surrounded by large rock formations and palm trees. Not too far from the battlefield, sitting on horses on top of a hill overlooking the oasis, are the twin Karakin knights, Franklin and Joseph Vendetta. Franklin wears a full suit of platinum armor over his whole body. He has a helmet covering his head, but his long black hair hangs out the back. A white cape with gold patterns hanging over his right shoulder, and his sword, Sky Cry, hangs on his hip in his case. His brother Joseph wears a full suit of black armor over his whole body. The armor has spikes on his shoulders, and his helmet has a long black horn. He has long blonde hair coming off the back of his helmet, and his sword, Blackheart, hangs off his hip, also in his case. They sit on their horses watching the battle unfold. A sandstorm seems to be brewing, brother. We may lose visibility soon. Franklin says, Yes, brother, I can see, but it looks like the enemy's on the run. Tell me, is Maria down there fighting? His brother laughs. Yes, she is on the front line. That woman has no patience, but I do see we are pushing the enemy back. These samurai cannot compete against our knights. He pauses, looking around the battlefield, and he says, I do not see the Shogun commanders on the front line. Perhaps we caught this force unaware as they rested on the oasis. Joseph surveys the battlefield as well. Yes, they are not present. We should push the attack and capture some of the samurai, find out where the rest of their forces are. Franklin agrees, and his brother... Franklin agrees with Buddha. Sorry. See? Told you it wasn't that good. Franklin agrees with his brother, and he sends words to the troops on the battlefield. See? I just told you I didn't like reading in class, but hey, I'm trying. Alright, back to the story. Elsewhere on the front line, Maria Lockhart, a Karakin general and one of the Queen Warrior's maidens, battles the samurai army. She wears a yellow and red steel scaled armored breastplate that only covers her chest, leaving the rest of her body exposed. She also wears a scaled armored red leggings, yellow armored boots, and a silver tiara on her forehead. She has an ivory skin tone with short blonde hair with silver highlights, and the side of her head is shaved. She has the war hammer. She uses the war hammer with ease. And I skipped the whole line and gotta start this whole fucking video again. Sorry about that. I posted the video already, but I wanted to finish the chapter, so let's get back to it. Where did we leave off? Where do we leave off? Okay. Franklin agrees with his brother and sends word to the troops on the battlefield. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I just posted a video before this while I'm reading the first chapter from my new book. But I posted already, and I didn't finish the chapter. I think I only read like the first paragraph. Well, let's finish. Here we go. Elsewhere on the front line, Maria Lockhart, a Korean general and one of the Queen Warrior Maidens, battles the samurai army. She wears a yellow red steel scaled armored breastplate that only covers her chest, leaving the rest of her body exposed. She also wears a scaled armored red leggings, a yellow armored boots, and a silver tiara on her forehead. She has an ivory skin tone with short blonde hair with silver highlights, and the side of her heads are shaved. She has on red knuckle leather gloves and wields a giant war hammer called Titan. She uses the war hammer with ease, knocking two samurai far away with one swing. Another samurai tries to attack her, but is struck down by a nearby knight. "Maria, my love, are you okay?" he asks, concerned. This knight has on a full suit of silver plate armor and a breastplate shaped like a lion's head, and he wields a lance and a shield. Maria looks at the knight and laughs. "Leo, since when have I become your love?" The other knight. "When we were together," he responds, looking at her confused. "Darling, that was just a little fun. Only the strongest of warriors can have any of my full attention, and you do not make the cut. Such a shame." She continues to battle nearby samurai as Leo watches. "I will show you that I am the strongest warrior on this battlefield," Leo shouts, then joins the fray. The shoguns start to retreat, and the Koreans pursue them. Maria watches as they run away into the sandstorm and says, "Where are the mighty samurai of Shogun? Are there no real warriors among you?" Leo runs past her and leads the other knights chasing after the fleeing shoguns. The Korean armies run past the rock formations when they start to hear a howling noise. Appearing from behind the rocks, samurai emerge and attack the knights from their flanks. These samurai all wield hatchets in both hands, and leading them is the Savage Wolf. He wears a green and brown chestplate armor, gold armored chastity belt, gold chainmail pants, and a green and brown armored boots. His arms are exposed, revealing his many different tattoos, and he has gold samurai leather bracelets on his hand. He wears a gold meepo mask in the shape of like a wolf, covering the lower part of his face. A gold wolf tooth chain around his neck. He has low-cut black hair, hazel skin tone, and a scar under his right eye. He wields a large green two-handed axe called Ogre, and has a black double-headed hatchet axe hanging from his belt called Dorf. Harry and his unit tear through the knights, put them in a state of confusion. The Koreans stop pursuing the samurai they are chasing and turn to face their new enemies. Pause for a second, guys. I lost my place. Alright, here we go. Harry kicks the enemy while laughing and howls, "Woo! Wolf pack! Fuck him up!" He spins the axe overhead and slices more knights near him. Maria sees him from afar and puts on a devilish smile. He looks savage indeed. She licks her lips and Leo watches her. He's overcome with rage and he charges right for the samurai. Meanwhile, the sandstorm gets closer to the two armies, blowing sand in all directions. Maria sees the ground shaking as the storm gets closer. She hears something coming, then suddenly the sandstorm vanishes and a horde of samurai on horseback appear. Standing on the lead horse with perfect balance as it charges forward is the Silver Rider. He wears a black and blue warrior kimono robe and a gray sash wrapped around his waist. He has tiled armored silver breastplate over his chest and a pair of gloves over his hands. He has on gray tabu boots and silver chainmail leggings under his kimono. There's a silver imprint of a dragon on the bottom of his robe. He has a hazel skin tone and long black dreadlocks with a pair of white locks in the front of his head. His hair is very long, reaching to his rear. He holds a blue spear with a silver dragon head at its tip. The spearhead comes out the mouth of the dragon, and the weapon is known as the Frost Dragoon. The Silver Rider stands on Ripster, his warhorse. The horse has a shining silver coat and a white mane. It wears a black saddle with silver armor. The cavalry rides through the Karakin forces. The Silver Rider, whose real name is Domingo, fights, slashing enemies as Ripster rides past him. He then leaps off the horse over the Karakins. Maria watches him soar overhead as he elegantly dirts his spear into the knight, knocking him to the ground. Other knights nearby try to attack him, but Domingo spins around his spear, kicking him back. He also charges the weapon with mana that swings it overhead and slams it to the ground. The weapon sends out a wave of ice, freezing all nearby troops. Domingo then appears. Sorry, my mistake again. See? That's why I didn't read while I was in school. Ripster then appears above, its hooves glowing in mana. The horse lands, sending out a mana wave scattering all the frozen enemies. Maria looks at the samurai battling her allies and she starts to get excited. This one is beautiful. Such elegance, but yet powerful. I have to go introduce myself, she thinks to herself. She then re-enters the battlefield. She approaches one of the Shogun cavalry soldiers and smashes them and their horse into a group of samurai. She then runs right for her prey and tries to knock him off his horse. Domingo sees her attack coming and rears Ripster out the way, avoiding the strike. Ripster charges his own mana and places a mana barrier in front of them as they try to ram the female warrior, but she rolls out his path. Domingo leaps off his horse and attacks her. Maria blocks his strike and the two weapons become deadlocked. She looks at him and blows him a kiss before breaking the deadlock, pushing him back. Domingo leaps backwards as Maria's hammer smashes to the ground. She stares at him very seductively, and he doesn't care for it. Why do you look at me like that? He inquires, and Maria smiles even more. I'm just imagining how good it's going to feel once I have you, she replies, licking her lips. The battlefield is not a place for games, but I can see you are one of the crazies. Oh, I love it when you call me names, she replies as she leaps at him, ready to strike. On the other side of the battleground, Harry is enjoying himself. Numerous Karakin troops fall to his might. Is this the best Karakins can do? Can none of you stand against Harry fucking Wells? He proclaims. I will take you on, pup, he hears someone say. He turns to see who answered him, and he comes face to face with Leo. The knight points his lance to him. I swear on my honor, I'll be the one to kill you, you savage beast. The savage wolf looks him up and down and responds, Is that a challenge then? You're not privileged enough to face me. But I'm feeling generous today, so let me see if your bite is stronger than your bark, chump. Harry then draws a mana duel symbol on the ground. Leo does the same as well, and they both activate it. The mana field manifests around them, pushing everyone else nearby away. The field is about 20 feet in size and glows in green and yellow mana. Leo then draws a drop of blood and puts it in the mana symbol. Oh, you're feeling yourself, but you will soon regret that action, Harry says as he does the same, accepting the challenge to the death. The field flashes red and nearby troops on both sides stop fighting to watch the duel that's about to take place. And that's the end of chapter 1. As you can see, we are introduced to Harry Wells, the Savage Wolf, and Domingo Sierra, the Silver Rider. As well, we're introduced to the Karakin army in general. We have the Vendetta twins, the Holy and Dark Knights. We have Maria Lockhart, a super strong female from the Karakin army, part of the Queen Warrior's Maidens, whose strength is far more than it appears. And we have Leo, a knight with a lance and shield, who's in love and infatuated with Maria, as most men are in the Karakin forces. But as you see, she only appreciates the strong warriors. And this is how the Return of the Great Black Bear will start. There's much more to come. That was just a taste. I hope my reading was well. I even tried doing some of the voices, as you probably heard. Like I said, I'm alright. I write stuff down. But if you enjoyed that, maybe we'll do more of these videos of me reading things. And yeah, that was actually pretty fun. I'm glad. Hope everyone enjoyed. And that's it. Take care. And I'll see you all next time. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all could look at him, my man, King Lavesta right here. Bye.